Hello, Succeeders. This is Stacey Barlow Hill, leadership and lifestyle coach, coming to you today. I am so excited about today. This message has been in my spirit for a little while, and I just really feel like somebody needs to hear this today. So let me back up. I'm Stacey Barlow Hill, leadership and lifestyle coach. I help overwhelmed business owners better balance life and lead successfully. I don't feel that you can truly become a successful leader until you successfully learn how to lead yourself. Part of the hard work and building and growing and the journey of discovering yourself is what's ultimately going to make you a better leader and successful in all areas of your life. But yesterday, my Stacey snippet was entitled, "What Story Are You Telling Yourself?" And in this snippet, I talked about not letting the things that have happened to us define us, that we can use those experiences as lessons and repurpose them to make us better and to create a new story for ourselves. So, on recording that topic, it made me think back to a quote that I once heard someone say. They said that struggle was not equal to failure. So I want you to just pause and sit on that for a moment. Struggle is not equal to failure. When we're in a storm or in a really difficult journey, it doesn't mean that we failed at it. It doesn't mean that we can now just give up and allow ourselves to become defeated. We have to be able to separate the two and understand that one doesn't define the other. So, struggle by definition means coping with the inability to perform well or to win, to contend with difficulty. So, let's break that down for a minute. So, coping in itself means to face and to deal with responsibilities, problems, or difficulties, especially successfully or in a claim or in an adequate manner. So basically, it just means that we have things that we have to deal with. There's problems, there's difficulties. We're figuring out how to manage, how to get through them. So coping with the inability to perform well or to win, to contend. Contend means to struggle in opposition of. We have a struggle. There's something that we're fighting. Whereas failure simply means a person or thing that proves to be unsuccessful, not achieving success. So basically, you have not won. You did not succeed. It's over. It's a failure. So nothing in the definition of struggle suggests that you have been defeated. It just says that it's going to be difficult, that you're going to have problems, there's going to be opposition, but it does not say at all that you have lost completely, that you have failed. Struggle doesn't mean that the battle's completely lost. It just means that you have some work to do, but you can get through it. It means that you're going to have some really high hills to climb. You're going to get weary. You're going to want to give up, but you haven't lost the race yet. Struggle just means that you're still running, that you're still looking for ways to overcome and to persevere. Struggle means that there's going to be a reward at the end of all of this for your efforts and your determination. Struggle is not failure, and you are not a failure. And let me pause for a second, because let's just say, for instance, you did fail at something, because failure is a part of life and failure happens. But having failed at something does not mean that you are a failure. Please be able to separate those two. You need to fail at life. So those are completely different topics. But today I'm talking about struggling is not failing. But we do need to fail at some things. Failure is a part of life. It helps us grow. But if you have failed at something in the past, or you're failing at something now, it doesn't mean that you are a failure. Going back to rewriting our stories, you control your story. You control the narrative of your life. So don't associate yourself with being a failure. If you do fail at something, you have to fail in order to get to the places you want to be. But for this particular topic today, we're talking about struggling not equaling failing. So it's not over yet. But going back to what I was saying, struggle it builds character and it molds us into the person that we're going to become. Struggles teach us lessons, and they also equip us to reach back someday and to help somebody else. It helps us to be human and to have human experiences. It's going to help us connect with others and to give compassion for them when they're going through things, because we've been there, we've done that, and now we can relate to somebody else that needs the hand and that needs help getting through whatever it is that they're going through. So struggles aren't bad. They feel like it at the time, and you're going to want nothing more than to just get over that hump and to forget about it. But remember that all struggles they're not failure. You haven't lost and you haven't been defeated. You've just got more work to do. You've got some more hills to climb. But anything worth having is going to involve sacrifice and endurance. But you've got to see it through. You've got to stay the course, and you've got to see yourself as the victor and not the victim. You have what it takes to get through this, and you will. Keep looking forward. Keep those old stories that you've been telling yourself in the rear view and leave them there. Only pull them back out and only use them when you're going to reflect on how far you've come, when you're using it as a measuring tool to see the distance that you've created between the old story and the new story. So create that new story. Speak life. Speak life that your struggle is going to prepare you for your next season, the season of abundance and overflow, the season of new opportunity, and the harvest of all of the things that you've sowed in the past. Your season's just on the other side of this struggle. So please don't give up now. Don't let all your hard work go to waste for someone else to come along and pick it up and run with it. Finish and finish strong. You've got this. I am rooting for you. I am rooting for you. You've got this. I'm just going to leave it at that. Today is just going to be a short, powerful message that I just want you to take with you into the rest of this week, into the rest of your life, to be honest. But I want you to just be encouraged and just keep going. Don't let this define you. Don't let this become the place where you fail. And if you fail, it's okay. Get back up and keep going. But just because you're going through something right now, it doesn't mean that you failed. You're going through something. It's challenging, but you can overcome it. So I want you to keep that with you today. I want you to remember that you are the victor. You're not the victim. You have victory, and you're going to overcome. So I'm rooting for you. You've got this, and I can't wait to see how you come out on the other side.